What if next? What if you could time travel to any historical period? Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, and there's a strange device on your nightstand. It looks like a remote control, but instead of buttons for Netflix or volume, it has years on it. 1492, 1776, 3000. You press 1, and suddenly, you're not in your bedroom anymore. You're standing on the deck of a massive wooden ship, Christopher Columbus himself shouting orders in the distance. The salty sea air hits your face, and you realize you've just traveled back in time. But wait, what if you press another button? Where would you go? Ancient Egypt? The Roaring Twenties? Or maybe you'd skip the past altogether and jump straight into the future? The possibilities are endless, but so are the risks. So, let's explore what might happen if you could time travel to any historical period. First, let's talk about the past. Everyone says they'd love to visit the dinosaurs, right? But let's be real, you'd probably last about 5 minutes before becoming a T-Rex's lunch. And even if you managed to avoid the teeth, you'd still have to deal with the fact that there's no Wi-Fi, no coffee, and no indoor plumbing. Not so glamorous now, is it? Okay, maybe you're not into dinosaurs. How about ancient Egypt? You could see the pyramids being built, meet the pharaohs, maybe even figure out how they actually moved those giant stones. But here's the thing, you'd probably end up as a laborer hauling those stones yourself. And trust me, they're not going to let you take a water break just because you're from the future. Or maybe you'd want to visit the Middle Ages. You could witness knights in shining armor, grand castles, and epic battles. But let's not forget the Black Plague, the lack of hygiene, and the fact that you'd probably be accused of witchcraft the moment you pulled out your smartphone. "What sorcery is this?" they'd shout. And next thing you know, you're tied to a stake. But what about the future? That's where things get really interesting. Imagine jumping ahead 500 years. Would you find flying cars, robot butlers, and colonies on Mars? Or would you find a post-apocalyptic wasteland where people are fighting over the last can of beans? It's a gamble, really. You could end up in a utopia where humans have solved all their problems. Or you could land in a world where we've completely destroyed the planet. Either way, it's probably worth a look. Just don't forget to pack a spacesuit. And then there's the question of what happens when you mess with time. What if you accidentally step on a butterfly in the past and come back to find out that pizza was never invented? Or what if you meet your great-great-grandparents and accidentally convince them not to have kids? Would you just disappear? Time travel is risky business, and let's be honest, most of us would probably screw it up within 5 minutes. But here's the thing. Time travel isn't just about seeing cool stuff or meeting famous people. It's about perspective. Imagine standing in the middle of the signing of the Declaration of Independence, realizing that these were just regular people trying to figure things out, just like us. Or watching the first moon landing and feeling the excitement of humanity's giant leap. Time travel could remind us how far we've come, and how far we still have to go. So, what do you think? If you could time travel to any historical period, where would you go? Would you risk the dinosaurs, the Middle Ages, or take your chances in the future? Or would you just stay in the present and avoid the chaos? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more crazy what-if scenarios. See you in the future, or the past.